This is lesson 1-3, adding integers in your textbook starting on page 22. In the interactive notebook above where your lessons are on Canvas, you should have opened up an interactive notebook page with information regarding your adding integer rules. This is going to be very important to use, especially when we get into rational numbers in a couple lessons. Question number 4 on page 22. Sarah bought a bike that cost $260. She had a coupon that was worth $55 off the cost of any bike. Use the expression 260 plus negative 55 to find how much Sarah paid for her bike. If you're using your addition rules, the first thing that we need to see is that in this expression, the numbers have different signs. And when they have different signs, we're going to subtract the two values. 260 minus 55 is equal to 205. The next thing we look at are the signs. Which number has the higher absolute value? 260 has the higher absolute value, so my answer is going to have a positive sign. The answer being positive 205. Question 5. A shark is swimming 60 feet below the surface of the ocean. There is a fish that is 25 feet deeper in the water. Write and simplify an expression to describe the fish's location relative to the surface of the ocean. The surface of the ocean is our 0. If the shark is 60 feet below the surface of the water, the shark is at negative 60. And there is a fish that is 25 feet deeper, meaning he is at an additional negative 25 feet. According to our addition rules, these numbers have the same sign. Since they have the same sign, we're going to combine their values. 60 plus 25 is 85. They are both negative, so the answer is going to remain negative. The fish is 85 feet below the surface of the ocean. Question 6. The high temperature one day was 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Then the temperature dropped 23 degrees during the night. Does the expression 30 plus negative 23 represent the temperature at night? Yes, it does. 30 is our starting point. The negative 23 is representing the dropping from the 30 degrees. This would give us a final temperature of 7 degrees. So yes, it is correct. Question number 7. 5 plus negative 3. We're going to be using number lines in order to illustrate our problems. We are going to begin by going to the 5. Starting at 0, we're going to go 5 units to the positive or to the right. From there, we have to now show that we are adding a negative 3. This means that we are going to go 3 units from 5 in the negative direction. 3 units from 5 in the negative direction. This gives us a final answer of positive 2. One thing I want you to take notice of your number lines is that your arrows are not going to a number. They represent a distance. The arrow in red represents a length of 5 going in the positive direction. The blue arrow represents a length of 3 going in the negative direction. Question 8. Negative 1 plus negative 3. Let's begin at 0. And we want to illustrate our negative 1 or 1 unit to the left. Our answer is going to be found 3 units from the negative 1 going in the negative direction. So starting at negative 1, we'll go 3 units over and we find our answer to be at -4. In City A, the temperature rises 9 degrees from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., then the temperature drops 8 degrees from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. In City B, the temperature drops 5 degrees from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., then the temperature drops 4 degrees from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Question A, what expression represents the change in temperature for City A? If we look at City A, the first thing that happened was we had a rise of 9 degrees. And then we had a drop of -8, or a drop of 8 degrees represented by -8. 9 plus -8 is the expression. Notice the expression does not have an equal sign. What integer represents the change in temperature for City A? Now we want to look at our expression and simplify it. 9 plus -8. Different signs, subtract the values. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now we're going to use the sign of the higher absolute value. That would be the +9. So the integer representing the change in temperature for City A is +1. Question C. What expression represents the change in temperature for City B? When we look about City B, we have a drop of 5 degrees, so -5, and we have another drop of 4 degrees, so -4. The expression -5 plus -4 represents the change in temperature for City B. Question D. What integer represents the change in temperature for City B? Let's simplify the expression at part C. -5 plus -4. They have the same sign, so we're going to add our absolute values together. 5 plus 4 is 9. And they have the same sign, so we're going to keep that sign. -9 represents the change in temperature for City B. Question E. Which city has the greater change in temperature from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.? This is when we want to look at the change for City A of 1 degree and the change for City B, -9 degrees. City B has the larger change because it went 9 degrees further away from 0 to the negative direction, while City A only changed by 1 degree in the positive direction. Now what I would like for you to do is complete questions 10 through 16. I will upload answers of 10 to 16 in about a day or two so that you can go back and check your answers. If you have any questions, meet with me virtually on our virtual link Monday through Friday between 2:15 and 3:15. Good luck.